Dramatic loss of global wetlands over the past 2 decades is revealed by satellite images. This is by University of Cambridge on phys.org. An analysis of more than 1 million satellite images revealed that 4,000 square kilometers of tidal wetlands have been lost globally over 20 years. Global change and human actions are driving rapid changes to tidal wetlands, tidal marshes, mangroves, and tidal flats worldwide. However, ecosystem restoration and natural processes are playing a part in reducing total losses, natural processes, and restoration. But efforts to estimate their current and future status at the global scale remain highly unclear due to uncertainty about how tidal wetlands respond to drivers of change. In a new study, researchers have developed a machine learning analysis of vast archives of historic satellite images to detect the extent, timing, and type of change across the world's tidal wetlands between 1999 and 2019. They found that globally 13,700 square kilometers of tidal wetlands were lost, offset by gains of 9,700 square kilometers, leading to a net loss of 4,000 square kilometers over the 2-decade period. The study is published today in the journal Science. Dr. Nicholas Murray, senior lecturer and head of James Cook University's Global Ecology Lab, who led the study, said, "We found 27% of losses and gains were associated with direct human activities, such as conservation to agriculture and restoration of lost wetlands. All other changes were attributed to indirect drivers, such as human impacts to rivers, catchments, extensive development in the coastal zone, coastal subsidence, natural coastal processes, and climate change. About 3/4 of the net global tidal wetland decrease happened in Asia, with almost 70% of that total concentrated in Indonesia, China, and Myanmar. Asia is the global center of tidal wetland loss from direct human activities. These activities had a lesser role in the losses of tidal wetlands in Europe, Africa, the Americas, and Oceania, where coastal wetland dynamics were driven by indirect factors such as wetland migration, coastal modifications, and catchment change, according to what Murray said. The scientists found that almost 3/4 of tidal wetland loss globally has been offset by the establishment of new tidal wetlands in areas where they formerly did not occur, with notable expansion in the Ganges River and Amazon deltas. Most new areas of tidal wetlands were the result of indirect drivers, highlighting the prominent role that broad-scale coastal processes have in maintaining tidal wetland extent and facilitating natural regeneration. Murray said this result indicates that we need to allow for the movement and migration of coastal wetlands to account for rapid global change. And he said global scale monitoring is now essential if we are going to manage changes in coastal environments effectively. More than 1 billion people now live in low elevation coastal areas globally. Tidal wetlands are of immense importance to humanity, providing benefits such as carbon storage and sequestration, coastal protection, and fisheries enhancement. Protecting our coastal wetlands is critical to supporting coastal communities and the wider health of the planet. These areas are the last refuge for many plants and animals, said Thomas Worthington, senior researcher associate of the University of Cambridge Department of Zoology. He's the co-author of the study. He said this data can help identify coastal areas most impacted and therefore in need of protection, or areas where we can prioritize restoration. This is from the University of Cambridge on phys.org, and as I mentioned here, most of this change has been in Asia, China, Myanmar, and Indonesia. Okay. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.